the heart of Lubbock's Arts District, the Charles Adams Studio Project unites working artists and the community, fostering creativity and sustainability while creating spaces that inspire artistic expression and meaningful connections.
Simply put, we provide studio space for working artists, and we do that through our 4 live-work studios and our 8 work studios, through the Helen DeWitt Jones Print Studio, the CH Foundation Metal Studio, 5 & J Gallery. We also have a foundry and blacksmithing area, and through the CASP stage where we host theater, dance, and musical performances.
The Charles Adams Studio Project offers artists access to studio spaces, specialized equipment, and opportunities to showcase their work. These resources provide artists chances to create, share, and hone their craft. CASP also hosts classes and workshops led by resident artists, ensuring that both beginners and experienced creators have opportunities to learn and grow.
I'm Chad Plunkett, and I'm the director of the Charles Adams Studio Project. The mission of the Charles Adams Studio Project is to create an artist community in downtown Lubbock, Texas that actively engages the public through the arts. Before CASP existed, there wasn't really a place for artists to come and make their stuff. So there were a lot of artists working in garages or little sheds. And what we've done is brought world-class facilities and really hubbed artists together to create that community and to give them equipment and tools and space in spaces that are safe for them to make whatever it is they make.
Dave Clayton, I'm from the Texas Panhandle, and I'm a printmaker, graphic artist.
My name is Aniela Cry, and I'm a ceramic artist.
I'm Eli Ragland. I'm from Lubbock, Texas. I was born here. I make oil paintings, but I do some other things. You know, I dabble a little bit in like print and, you know, drawing, sculptures.
My name is Christopher Chase Williams. I'm from Thorndale, Texas. I do photography, design, physical works. I host events. I do a lot.
There's life going on down here, and it's been great to kind of revitalize what's happening in downtown Lubbock.
So we don't want art to be some mysterious thing. We want to say, hey, this is how you do it, which is why we offer all the educational classes that we do and give people access to good, high-quality equipment to be able to make really amazing things.
I got associated with CASP I just got out of the oil field out of 5 years and just moved back to Lubbock. And just one day popped in for the first Friday Art Trail and came and saw the studio with Dave in it. And he had followed my work in the past and asked me to join, and ever since then, has been rambling away at it.
I've heard about First Friday and attended First Friday since my freshman year at Tech. I didn't really find pottery till 2 years ago, and then I started making things and got better enough to be able to sell. So then I decided to leave my job at Starbucks and just sell my work full time.
Yeah, I mean, you need people in your corner. You know, you need people that support you and buy your art, and then you also need other artists at different skill levels to challenge you. You know, I don't think good ideas happen in a vacuum. You know, I think that great ideas and great design, it takes a whole community of people that contributes to that. I would say CASP is really good at sustaining an art community.
I feel like CASP does a great job of bringing art to people who wouldn't necessarily have an understanding of what goes on down here. I knew that CASP exhibited different artists' work throughout the years, just coming to First Fridays and things like that. But after having been on the board and getting to know Chad better, I feel like I've just gotten to know a different group of people, like the local artists in town.
Just as a teenager, I was always going to the First Fridays. I always knew about it, and at some point I started showing art through other residents here.
Each CASP studio features a large overhead door, a symbol of openness and accessibility reflected in the organization's logo.
The CASP logo is a grid, and that grid is our clear glass garage doors. And the reason that's important to us is we don't want art to be some mysterious, magical thing. It's people working hard, it's small businesses, and so they show up and they work. And we want our clear glass garage doors is that even if an artist is behind the wall doing their thing, you can still look through and see what they're doing.
I've been in the studio for a little over a year. I still got like 8 months to go. It's a 2-term thing. It's been really good to have kind of a regular interaction with people every month. I think that's changed the way I see my artwork because I get to have like a regular, realistic interaction with people who are experiencing it. And you know, it's hard to be insulated inside of it the whole time.
Community involvement drives the growth of the arts, and CASP actively partners with individuals and organizations to turn creative ideas into reality while strengthening Lubbock's artist community. Events like the First Friday Art Trail showcase talent from West Texas and abroad, bringing the public face to face with the creative process.
You know, we basically like converted the whole studio. It was just kind of like this really powerful thing that happened in that space. And it's something I really think about a lot.
I really enjoy having as much space as I need to work on things. Just like physically being able to scale things up is really cool.
From my first time at First Friday, it really opened doors for me to meet other people that hosted events and markets. So I met a lot of people through being here.
Just one more way that art has kind of brought people together in the same town who have similar interests but are maybe a year or two difference in age. And so it's also helped form friendships for my kids, just me being involved down here.
It's the conversations, it's the back and forth, it's walking into the print studio on the night before somebody was in there working, and on the drying rack there's a fresh stack of prints and you haven't seen it before because it's never been made before, and that's really magical, and I think that motivates and inspires other artists to go, hey, did you see what so-and-so made last night? I want to try this now. And so that energy with being inspired, or collaborations that sometimes we, just because of the nature of our spaces, people are walking around and talking and having conversations, and then I'll get a phone call and they go, hey Chad, can we do this?
As the Lubbock arts community evolves, CASP remains committed to providing functional, inspiring workspaces for artists by expanding its facilities and programming to nurture artistic expression and meet the changing needs of local artists. CASP facilities allow for hands-on exploration of various art forms, empowering artists to experiment and innovate.
CASP does not exist without the financial support of all of our donors. And we're really proud that we're built to last. We're not a flash in the pan. We are, 15 years old now, and we are still going strong. We just want to do more. We always celebrate when someone donates $5. We celebrate when someone donates $50. We celebrate when somebody just donates their time or their skills and their labor to helping us do something. And then, of course, we love it when we get a big grant, or a foundation supports us, or we get some government funds. We love it when anybody is generous with their time or their resources, their monies, and support local artists making work right here in our community.
Through art trails, open studio hours, and community-driven projects, CASP continues to bridge the gap between artists and the general public, sustaining a working artist community in West Texas while ensuring the arts remain a vibrant part of Lubbock's cultural fabric.
So the last thing that we built were 4 more work studios, and so we went from 4 studios to 8 studios, and those studios have now hosted 50 plus artists that have come through and made work. We're planning on building 6 more live work studios, and we're excited to who those artists are going to be and how they inhabit those spaces and how they make Lubbock a more creative community.